Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. We're squeezing one more in for you here today. This is a new album from a Finnish guitar player. His name is Ossi Maristo. The album is called Arc, A-R-C. There are the guys in the band, four-piece band, like I said, from Finland. I'll read you a little bit of information here. Arc is the pivotal first album that marks the start of my story as a solo artist. The process of it all has not been the quickest, but it has been most rewarding to piece by piece figure out the form that my music is taking. In these 7 songs, I believe I have managed to convey some of the purest form of my playing just the way I want it to be presented. I hope that it comes across to the listener. Personally, it moves me deeply when I recognize my own or any other voice communicating with unmistakable clearness through an instrument. Very well said. For me, Arc has not just been a collection of things learned so far, it has been a wonderful new way to study playing through composition and to challenge myself to explore as a musician. The making of this album has been an important milestone for me, but also a huge inspiration to continue making new music and keep venturing further. Though the album is under my name, my personal efforts on shaping things are only a part of the end product. Kasperi Kallio, Joni Tavitsainen, I'm probably butchering these names, and Tapio Backlund have played an essential role on the album by lending their musical insight and virtuosity. Lastly, the masterful Nico Lassonen used his audio magic and put the big sonic picture in place. Thinking back on the first demos of the songs, I could never have predicted how the final product would come to sound with the input of these people. In the end, the process is somewhat uncontrollable, and I love that. Ossi Maristo. So, let's see. If I take the CD out, there you have him right there. Okay, playing his Stratocaster that's a Stratocaster style guitar. It looks like it's something else, actually. Let's see, does it give anything other information on here? Not really, but yeah, so who plays on it? So, Ossi Maristo on guitars and lap steel. You've got Kasperi Kallio on piano and keyboards. Tapio Backlund on bass, and Joni Tavitsainen on drums. 7 tracks, all instrumental, jazz rock, jazz fusion. The Hunt, Supernova, Vincent, Remembrance, Maldivian, Multiball, Shadow Figures, and Travel Mates are the track listings. This is really good stuff. Not really what I expected. I kind of expected more of a classic fusion kind of barn burner type of guitar outing. It's not quite that, but that's okay. What I found that while listening to this album, I got the warm and fuzzies that I get when listening to like the first couple of Pat Metheny group albums. That's kind of where this sits for me. You know, The Hunt, which is the first song, that's more of like a classic fusion barn burner, so to speak, right? With the ripping guitars and keys and tricky rhythms and fast-paced and kind of aggressive. The rest of the album isn't quite like that, though. There's beautiful melodies going on here. There's very tasty playing. This is not a showy album. This is not, he says it perfectly in the liner notes, how this is like a true band effort. And it sounds like a band effort. This is not I'm the guitar player, I've got a band, here's me playing. It's not that at all. While he does play lots of very cool solos and lead melody lines throughout here, this is a full band thing, and I keep going back to the Pat Metheny group, especially the Pat Metheny group and American Garage, those first 2 albums. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Nice melodic bass lines. Very tasty keyboards. I mean, Kasperi reminds me of the late Lyle Mays. Gorgeous, gorgeous keyboard and piano accompaniment throughout this album. Nice little solos and melodies from him. Really tasty stuff. For me, as much as like the first couple of songs you've got to The Hunt and Supernova, or the way it's spelled is kind of weird. I'm probably not even saying it right. Those are probably the most kind of classic fusion songs on the album. But then, you got Remembrance and Vincent. Really nice, really pleasant, lovely vocal harmonies. Nice use of pianos. Did I say vocal harmonies? Instrumental, musical melodies, not harmonies. But for me, Shadow Figures and Travel Mates, which are the last 2 songs on the CD, really take me back to like late 70s, early 80s Pat Metheny. Just gorgeous, gorgeous soundscapes with these lovely guitar lines, just silky smooth. And the keyboards and pianos are just really tasty stuff. And I think the cover art kind of gives you, it's like this kind of, the whole vibe of the album is like this tranquil kind of autumn, winter setting, right? Sitting by the fire, you got this playing in the background. It's just kind of wafting over everything. Yeah, when the guys start to, play a little bit and solo a little bit, it does kick up into high gear a little. But most of the time, this just kind of like settles in this vibe that's just lush and melodic and soothing, and I really dig it. Not what I expected at all. I was pleasantly surprised. When you're waiting for one thing and you get another, and the other kind of surprises you because it wasn't what you expected, but what you actually get is also really cool too. That's kind of nice. So yeah, this is quite good. Let me see. Is there any information on where you can check him out? I believe he's got a Bandcamp page. It's Ossi, O-S-S-I, Maristo, M-A-R-I-S-T-O. Arc is the name of the album. Like I said, you can go to Ossi's Bandcamp page, pretty sure. I was looking at that earlier today. So, yeah, check it out. Arc from Ossi Maristo and Company. Really cool stuff. If you're a fan of the Pat Metheny group, you must hear this. Very, very cool stuff. And visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together. All the damn time. You can actually go on our website. Eric Porter has written a nice review of this on our website. You can go check it out there, get more intricate details of the songs and the recording. And otherwise, definitely do check it out. And we'll see you here on the channel with more stuff. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, if you care to go down below into the video description, we have the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as the link to the Sea of Tranquility merch site where you can get all sorts of cool Sea of Tranquility things, shirts, hats, hoodies, all that kind of good stuff. So thanks for watching. I am Pete Pardo. We'll see you real soon here on the channel. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.